Good evening, this is Dan Rather, reporting from Chicago, Illinois. It is August 1968, where a city is on edge and convection is under siege. And the mayor of the city, Richard J. Daley, has become one of the most powerful and controversial figures in American politics. In a year already soaked in blood and grief, the Democratic Party has become to nominate a president, but what unfolded in the streets looks like a war. Mayor Daley ran Chicago like a machine, and not just any machine. This was a political powerhouse built on loyalty, control, and the belief that order must always come before protest. In these months leading to the conviction, Daley only had one goal: keep the city calm and under control. Thousands of demonstrators, anti-war activists, students, members of the Yippie movement poured into Chicago, demanding a voice. But Daley made it more clear that this will not be in their stage. More than 12,000 police officers were stationed around the city. The Illinois National Guard was called in, and what followed was not merely crowd control, it was confrontation.
The confrontation was not created by the police. The confrontation was created by the people who charged the police. Gentlemen, get the thing straight once and for all. The policeman isn't there to create disorder. The policeman is there to preserve disorder.
In the heat of emotion and riot, some policemen may have overacted, but to judge the entire police department by the alleged action of a few would be just as unfair as to judge our entire younger generation by the action of this mob. I would like to say here and now that this administration, our administration, and the people of Chicago have never and will condone brutality at any time, but they will never permit a lawless, violent group of terrorists to menace the lives of millions of people, destroy the purpose of this national convention, and take over the streets of Chicago.
Inside Convention Hall, the mood was no better. Delegates were stunned by what they saw on television. Police clubbing teenagers while they chanted, "The whole entire world is watching." Not only did Daley not apologize, he doubled down, accusing the press of bias and protesters of provoking violence. He called the police heroic. Many Americans agreed, but many others were horrified. This wasn't just about Chicago. This was about America. Torn between war, peace, protest, and control, youth, and authority. Daley's heavy hand may have kept the streets in check, but at what cost? The image of a party at war with itself and a country cracking down at the seams was now burned into a national consciousness.
With George McGovern as President of the United States, we wouldn't have to have Gestapo tactics in the streets of Chicago.
From the streets of Chicago to the soul-shaken nation. This is Dan Rather, reporting from the facts, the fight, the fallout. Good night.